All right, now we're going to look at synthetic division. Here's some rules that you can obviously read in your own paper, easier than I could just explain it. But basically what happens is synthetic division, you just divide by the coefficients, and here the divider you solve for x, so you would say that x equals 3, and that's what you would divide by. There's one thing that's not on here that they should have included, but that would be step 5, divide quotient by a, and this is if necessary. Or you could say if a is greater than 1, you'll have to do this. So let me show you a couple examples. This first one, what we do is we first make sure there's no powers missing, which it descends perfectly, so we don't have any powers missing. So I have 2, and I'm just writing the coefficients, -4, -3, -6, -5, and -8. Now I'm going to divide by 3, since that's what x would equal if you solved it. So I'm going to come over here, and you do a weird little box there. It's kind of like the opposite of division, because that way. The first term always comes down. That's a 2. You multiply those two. So 2 times 3 is 6. So you put that there. Then these combine together. When we combine them, we get a value of +2. Again, you multiply, and we'll have 6 again. Combine. This time, when we combine, we get 3. Multiply. We get a product of 9. Then we combine these, we get a sum of 3 again. 3 times 3 gets us another product of 9. This time our sum equals 4. When I multiply here, I get a product of 12. When I combine, I get a sum of 4. 4 is your remainder. And so this here, it started off as x to the 5th. You drop each one a power, so it would be x to the 4th. So our answer would be 2x to the 4th plus 2x cubed plus 3x plus 3. I'm sorry, 4, 3, that's a 2. That's x plus 4. And then the last one's a remainder, so you do the plus 4 over what we divided by. And not 3, but x minus 3. That would be your remainder. And that's how you do synthetic division. I'm going to give you another one, this time with an a. So here, we check our powers. 4, 3, 2, 1, not 0. So we're good. So we write them out. So we'll have 8x, no, we don't write out the variables, I'm sorry. 8 plus 38 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3. We're going to divide by, so that x equals -1 divided by 4. So that's what we're going to divide by over here. We'll divide by -1/4. This first term comes straight down. We get a value of 8. 8 times -1/4. Whoops, I'm sorry. Let me just see if I can, there we go. 8 times -1/4 is the same thing as 8 divided by -4. Which gives us -2. So -2 goes there. That gives us 36. 36 times -4, or 36 divided by -4, is -9. That gives us -4. -4 divided by -4 is +1, which gives us 4. 4 divided by -4 is -1. So we're left with 2 here. 2 is your remainder, and I'm just going to put an R there. So normally you'd think you'd write the answer. Remember, this was x to the 4th. You just drop the powers and write the answer. But this time, since we have an a of 2, not a of 2, I'm sorry, a equals 4, you divide all of these by 4. So all these all the way across get divided by 4 for my answer. All right, you don't have to do the remainder. That'll stay. So you have 2x cubed plus 9x minus 1. I'm sorry, that was a squared. This would be minus 1x, so just minus x plus 1 plus 2 divided by 4x plus 1. The reason we don't have to do the 2 is because right here it shows it's divided by 4x. That's where that 4 comes from. And that's how you get your answer. All right, you try this one.